Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, peoples and persons, welcome to the best Team Jolt videos brackets. I hope you're excited because we all are. We're hyped to go. We're ready. We've got 64 different videos of ours that we're going to go through and we're going to decide which one's the best. All right. So tag along. It's going to be great. And let's get started.
I'm gonna tag along.
Okay, ready? Should we start with the first one? So
Yeah.
Late for Christmas Part 2 is the POV that we filmed in 2023 for Christmas. And Abandoned Water Tower is the one where we climb up the NCA Abandoned Water Tower.
Dang, both those videos are banging, but like, I think we all know who wins here.
Okay, I'll say this.
Yeah,
The abandoned water tower is cool because of the shots we get on top of the abandoned water tower. Well, it's not even
Yeah,
on top of the water tower are really cool, but the rest of it is like, oh, there's some other cool stuff, but like Late for Christmas
yeah.
Part is like we can
Late
speak
for
about
it's
it later
a
in the video, but
it's a banger. It's a banger. I think
we'll
I
talk,
think Late for Christmas has to win.
we'll talk more in depth about that video a bit later. Late for Christmas Part 2 is our first winner. Let's move on to the next one. Quarry Rampage
Quarry,
versus Rooftop Escape POV Christmas.
I'm gonna have to vote Quarry Rampage for this one.
Really?
Parkour Rampage is pretty good.
Yeah, I vote Quarry Rampage.
The Rooftop Escape POV, this is the one that you did with like Daniel and stuff on Why
Yeah,
Not?
like the very first
Yeah.
Christmas video.
That's why I really like it, is because it's like the first, it's kind of the
It
start of
is.
the Christmas saga.
There's some, especially in the behind the scenes of that video. There's some like good family friend moments that we share together.
Yeah, definitely.
But
But
like,
you just can't beat that, the Quarry Rampage. It's such like,
it's true.
yeah, the
Yeah,
shots
yeah.
in that are really cool. The dirt like piling
Yeah.
up on everyone, and Ken, obviously. So,
Which one would you want to watch more? Like,
yeah.
Quarry Rampage I think it's just more exciting as well.
Yeah. All right, so Quarry Rampage moved on. Okay.
Yeah.
Two Broad Green videos for the next one. We've got It's Not a Playground and Parkour Chase POV Epic. So It's Not a
that's pretty easy.
Playground. We go to Broad Green, we get the police called on us, and Parkour Chase POV was the first POV I was ever in.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point actually, as it being your first POV. But I think I'm leaning towards It's Not a Playground. That was a pretty good video. We went up onto the rooftops. We talked. I think we got some people to subscribe. That was like 100.
Yeah.
That was when we hit
Yeah.
100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty sentimental.
Well, they
That's pretty
unsubscribed.
cool.
Someone unsubscribed afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and then the police getting called on us was pretty cool. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to go with It's Not a Playground.
Well, the only thing that's stopping me from going instantly to It's Not a Playground is the fact that I was like injured, so I actually did nothing in that video.
True.
There was a couple cool things done, and I think Dewalt did that flyaway in between the buildings. That was sick.
So here's my rationality for it, right? Parkour Chase POV holds a special place in my heart because it's the first like thing I did with you guys.
Yeah, yeah, true.
But
We invited you to Team Jolt after that video.
yeah, exactly. But
Crazy.
It's Not a Playground is iconic because it was one of our first videos that got like over 1,000, right? Over 1,000 things. And there's so many cool moments, like the moment where we guys to subscribe on the roof, we meet those people, and just like chilling at Broad Green. It's like such solid memories. It was such a fun video to film. So for that reason, I go It's Not a Playground, but it is close.
Very close.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with It's Not a Playground. Fun fact before we move on. Parkour Chase POV was the beginning of Mungly and Fimblebottom and such. So hey, we'll give that a
Whoa.
Yeah.
banger shout out for that.
All right, so this is it seems easy at first, and then you think about it, and you're like, this is really quite a difficult decision.
Oh, why'd you pair those ones up? They're actually both so good.
I'm gonna go with Buttery here.
Oh.
So I think I'll with my thoughts first, shall I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go first.
Mind-blowing rock formations, which by the way is a title from ChatGPT. So great title.
Yeah.
It is really cool. It was like our first video there, right? At the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got Cody in there.
Yeah, Cody's in there. Dewalt's
it is Misha.
pretty sure as well. And there's I think we do a wolf.
Oh, and
yeah. So there are so many
we did the wolf jump
moments.
at the end.
There are so many awesome moments in that video that I really love, and I love that video a lot. But obviously, Farariki video, we drove
There's a but
there. Yeah, Farariki video, we drove 2.5 hours to get there. We got there, and it was like super cool and sick. And we also have like stuff of us filming Secret Agent Walt, and all that jazz. And that was just a really fun trip. So I think Farariki video.
Farariki wins like 100% because everyone was there for it. So I think it's the best.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't there for the rock formations video actually.
That's true. That's true.
And Farariki, I think I just come back from Europe and I was like, yo, we gotta. I think a couple of months before I was like, yo, we gotta do this trip. I think I came up with the idea, and then it just all came together so well, and I was pretty psyched about that. And it was just so fun. There's some great shots. It was just like a great day. So like, yeah. Although there was some pretty cool stuff that you guys did in the rock formations video, which was cool to watch.
Fun, but I think Farariki is the best.
With the rock pools video, I think it was really cool how there was like just like following along all the way to the end and then sending the wolf jump at the end was pretty sick. And like the flips off the over the rail onto the stand and stuff, and like Cody giving it a go and Nathan sending a massive front flip and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, the Farariki video,
you can't beat it.
It's just it was just so like it's just an epic location. Like I don't know, you just some of the flips we sent, the massive side flips and front flips and jumps.
Yeah,
it's just fun to watch.
Yeah,
I think we just had a good time as a group.
Yeah,
which was cool.
3 votes for Farariki. Nice. Right, next, fear was made to be versus late for bus POV.
I've already chosen
late for bus POV.
Yeah,
me and Jesse filmed to like basically just like have like another
late for another POV.
We were trying to make it blow up, but it didn't really do much. Yeah, it's really funny the way it starts and the way it ends.
Yeah,
it's like the zoom out of like bro, this isn't a bus stop, and then we come back and it restarts. That was a funny idea.
Yeah,
and it was
the
like
loop.
Oh. But it's just another POV.
And really, being paired with this video is just super iconic. Every time I think of it, I just think of Misha. I think of the thumbnail with the jump over the thing, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, and wasn't it I think it was my last video before.
It was his last video as well, so it's like even better.
Yeah, I think we hung out at the velodrome for a bit. Oh, that's where it happened, eh? We just did some pretty cool flips. That was fun. And then we spotted the jump. And I think I prepped for it the day before as well. We're doing like some preps.
Yeah, me and you went there to prep.
Yeah.
We were thinking about it for ages.
It was pretty scary.
And it was sick. Sick.
Jesse did that massive arm drop as well. And then we went to Saxton and Jesse jumped off like the building. And we did some sick stuff around there as well.
I think our goal for that video was to just make it as epic as possible.
And I sent cart full in that video and sent that front flip, which I was pretty scared to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You flipped off the table.
Everyone pushed themselves and everyone did something super hard and super cool at the time. So I think it wins for sure.
I think that is. I think that sweeps. Okay, cool. Next up, we've got kind of a few underdogs. So we've got our first video ever. So this is the unreleased footage of Jesse Dewalt filming the video.
Unreleased.
Are you put that on there?
Yeah. And now we've got parkour athletes attempt bouldering. Here's the thing. I think our first video ever is such a cool video to watch. Even though it's like terrible. I think it's such a like interesting thing to go back and watch and be like, this was the start of like something really cool. So I think it's iconic for that reason. That's why I included it. And parkour athletes attempt bouldering is pretty cool. But I don't know. I just think the iconicness of our first video ever is just like, it's a really funny video to watch. It's quite surreal. It's quite surreal to watch. I vote for our first video ever.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like, you're saying like our first video ever, but it was, I think I remember you saying, Jesse, it was just a test, like just kind of like a test thing. So I know it might have been like the first video, but it wasn't really a Team Jault video. That's what I'm trying to get at, because we already had the whole group. I think like we'd formed Team Jault.
We'd formed it.
You guys just went out earlier, and so for that reason, it's not as much sentimental value for me compared to the actual first group one. But I do get where you're coming from. But then again, I wasn't there for the bouldering one, so I guess I'm just gonna have to go with first video ever, because I think that's a bit more sentimental than bouldering.
What I was thinking for this one is when I was going through my top 65 or whatever, I did not add the bouldering video, and the reason is because I just feel like it's too chaotic. There's no like story to it. It's just like attempting things and just like all over the place.
It's a bit scary.
Not that it was yeah, not that it was bad. It's just I think we could have done a better video, and I think we should do another video there to like do some actual challenge video. So I will choose our first video ever ?
Nice. All right, next up. So we've got Slovenia trip, all parts, all 7 versus kidnap chasing a ball.
Oh boy.
Okay, Misha, do you want to speak first or last on this?
I'll speak last.
I think the Slovenia trip is very, very cool. It's very different for a Team Jolt thing because it's like a travel vlog, but that's why I like it a lot because it's like different and there's like 7 parts to it. So you really get to experience Misha's whole trip. That being said, there is a lot of parts. It's a lot of content to get through, and kidnap chasing a ball is like one of our most creative videos, I want to say. Yeah. It's such like a spur of the moment, creative, random, funny thing that is just like watch it and you're like, this is like the stupidest fun thing I've ever seen. And I love it a lot. So I said, I'm gonna wait to make my decision. I'm gonna think about it for a bit. I'll wait to see what you guys have to say about it to make my decision.
Well, I don't know if either of these should be on the list, to be honest.
Damn.
But not that the trip was bad. It's just the amount of time I spent editing it. I just got so sick of it.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times that I went through, like the first time I was like, yo, this is sick because it's like seeing Misha's trip and it's pretty cool. But then after watching it for like the 100th time, you kind of get sick of it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But kidnap chasing a ball is probably one of my least favorite videos.
No, it's so good. It's so good.
But I like the behind the scenes. The behind the scenes is fun.
Yeah.
But the actual video, nah. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the Slovenia trip.
Okay. Slovenia trip. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. First like international competition, and yeah, it's not really a parkour video, but I don't think that's the point. It's still a Team Jolt video.
Oh
yeah, yeah,
it's still sick.
Kind of yeah. So that was pretty cool for me, I guess. A good experience. And I had fun, and yeah. So yeah, that was pretty good. But then kidnap chasing a ball. Yeah, it was pretty random. We had fun, but it was real random. But the end has like, to me, this is
the end is.
I love it. Like
the end is beautiful.
Yeah, when Cody jumped into my boot, closed it, and I drove off. And then when we got out of the car, Jesse like threw him out, and then my neighbor actually thought we like kidnapped him or something. That was really funny.
That was funny. That's definitely the best part.
Misha, what's your vote for?
Oh, it's like the Slovenia, like the whole thing was like awesome for me, but then the kidnapped POV, like the only part that I enjoyed out of it was just that final scene. I mean, like that I really like. So it's like a scene or like hours worth of footage.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna have to go with Slovenia.
Fair enough. Okay, so Slovenia moves on because we got 2 votes for that. Sweet.
What was your
opinion?
I was gonna.
Oh.
But I think we should watch it again. I mean, I haven't seen it for like a year and a half, so
don't worry, you won't have to edit any more of those.
I mean, yeah, you can edit your next ones.
Yeah.
True. We've got a really interesting next matchup. I think you guys will like this. We got Late for School POV Part 1 and Late for School POV 2 Night Edition.
I think Jesse should go first on this one.
Yeah, Jesse, you got the most attachment to these.
All right, well, let's think. So the first one, obviously, it's pretty popular among the Team Jolt videos, seeing it's got 53K views and it's our most viewed video, even out of shorts, which is pretty cool. So it's like every time I think of POV, I think of that video. Or the Christmas video, if someone says Christmas POV, but
yeah,
I don't know. And then the nighttime POV one, it's good because, I mean, we went out there to make it good and to make it just as good or better than the last one because they were exactly a year apart. And so I wanted to post them like the same day, a year apart, but like night edition. And so me and Nathan went out and we did some cool stuff. It was pretty cool, the nighttime stuff. The only thing about it was I wish the torch had been like brighter or like I'd turn the ISO up on the camera so you could actually see better, because there was a lot of parts where you couldn't actually see. So I don't know. I actually very much like both the videos. I think the original POV could have been better, but the fact that it blew up and like helped our channel heaps, I think I'm just gonna go with that, because it's just
Nice.
Think back to those good times, and it was fun.
Yeah, I think you explained that perfectly. I think the night edition was really cool, but it didn't turn out quite how we wanted because of like the ice levels on the GoPro and just because of how dark it was. The night with the torch didn't really work. It was a lot of fun to film, and it was really cool. But Late for School POV is like one of the hypest moments in Jolt history. Like seeing that blowing up was like the coolest thing ever, because it's like, whoa, what if all
that was the coolest
blow up? And it's like, no. So I'll vote for Late for School.
The night edition, I don't know. I actually haven't watched it in a while, but yeah, I do remember that the lighting was pretty like average. So, like you guys already mentioned, and then Late for School, like the original, like man, it wasn't even. It was like it wasn't amazing, you know, but the fact that it did blow up, I think it was probably the pivotal in what like blew up our channel basically, and it was really exciting.
It got us from like
and just like constantly checking the views as they just like skyrocketed in the subs as well.
Oh, all right. So we're in unanimous decision. Alicia, do you approve?
Yes, sir.
I really liked the Late for School like night edition, to be honest. But
well, it's unanimous. It's 3-1.
I know.
So Alicia votes for the night edition. Okay, cool. So this is the second side 2. First matchup. A very tricky matchup. We've got Stupid Make Great Videos versus Everybody Got Wet Shoes. These are like iconic.
I love both these videos. Yeah. Because I did like 2 of my like craziest things and like both of them at the time.
Yeah.
So in the Stupid Ideas one was the dive roll one.
Oh,
and it's just so good because it's got the dive roll, which is still like my favorite clip ever, like that I've ever got. And then Misha's over rotated front flip just never gets old. It's so good.
I should have like fractured my collar.
And then I forgot that was in that video. That's so good.
Yeah. And then Everybody's Got Wet Shoes. Oh, this is harder than I thought. Yeah, man, because I did the front flip, which I have done since a couple weeks ago actually. But it's just so funny to watch. Like there's so many like funny moments. You're gonna have to come back to me while I think.
So Stupid Ideas Make Great Videos. I'll start with that one. I really like it because that clip of Misha like going to his collarbone is like the funniest thing to watch. Just the repeat of like the boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then them landing it eventually is also really cool. However, Everybody's Got Wet Shoes is one of my favorite videos we've ever done because it is like so funny and just so random. And you did that front flip, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just love like the Jolt vibes in that one. That's where the beatboxing came from. Team Jolt to a Vault. That's from that video.
True.
Team Jault to a vault in the vault. Everybody get in on a vault. Team Jault, Team Jault got a vault in the vault. Do a vault to the Jault. Team Jault with the ball in the Jault.
Oh, so extra persuasion.
We had Zeke for that video, who was real funny as well. He was like, clamoring around the place. So I love both of these, but my vote is for Everybody's Got Wet Shoes, just because it holds a special place in my heart, like that day of filming.
Okay. What was the video? Stupid Ideas Make Great. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't as much like eventful stuff happening. It was just kind of just random. I don't remember enjoying much of the stuff that happened, like looking back on it. But yeah, that front flip, should have broken something. But I'm pretty happy that I actually did it again after and got it a bit better. And then Jesse's dive roll, like, bruh, insane. But yeah, you're right. Everyone's Got Wet Shoes. Like that was an amazing video. Like we just had so much fun. There was so much going on. Like I think it was the first time we started doing like the King Julian like impressions as well.
Yeah.
King Julian.
Yeah.
King Julian!
What is it, Mort?
Oh,
I want your feet, King Julian!
how does Maurice talk?
Yo, what up? My name Maurice.
Yeah.
But just like so good. Yeah, and Zeke added to that, and then we'd just been at church and we had like all this like snacks from like this.
Oh, true. Yeah, they
thing.
gave
We
us.
just walked around with like a box of like marshmallows and
Yeah.
chips and everything. That was
cool.
it was so good, and we did some pretty cool stuff as well. Jesse's front, we did some nice jumps as well. It was pretty mean.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about it a bit more, but this is like one of my favorites to probably go to the final. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think.
really?
I think. Yeah. You guys like reminded me of the good stuff. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with the stupid ideas one, the dive roll is still like my favorite clip, but I think the video's like a little bit all over the place, just a tiny bit. Whereas the Everybody's Get Wet Shoes is just like straight vibes through the whole thing, and it's still got some great clips in there. And that was fun. Yeah.
That was probably one of your funniest videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
100%.
was amazing.
Okay, you guys ready for
And
the...
No.
yeah, we're ready.
Cool. Next round. Here we go. Big hitters. Late for Christmas part 1 and sick air track sesh. And to clarify, the sick air track sesh is the one where you guys meet me.
Oh, Nathan, why you gotta do us like that?
I've made my choice.
I'll talk a little bit about this. Okay, so
All
sick air track sesh. The history behind this video is basically this was like the last time that we had like all of the people together, like Daniel, Peter, all the Jolt boys all together, right? And I was working one day at Raywood Fresh down the road, and I had no idea about Team Jolt or any of that jazz. And I was just walking to catch my bus, and then I see Misha, who I knew from primary school, and Dewalt, and also Daniel and Peter, also I knew roughly from primary school. And I see them all flipping and doing parkour. I'm like, what's going on? You're like, oh, it's Team Jolt. And I was like, oh, sick. You guys should let me know if you're doing any parkour sometime soon, because I'll come and join you. And then that is how I came to be part of Team Jolt, is they invited me back
Sir.
kindly.
Oh.
Oh,
My life is 10 times better for
you
it.
got a girlfriend out of it.
So I love that video. However,
Oh.
late for Christmas, I won't say too much about it now because I know it's going to be like very close to the finals. So I'll save my thoughts for later for it. So I'm voting for Christmas.
I'll start with the sick air track sesh as well. The actual video is not one of my favorites. The fact that we met Nathan, that gives it brownie points. But I think the main thing that ruined that video for me was Dewalt's music that I had to like cut out, so this sounds like terrible. And it just like editing it was just like he ruined the video, but it's still a good video.
Yeah.
And I do like it. And I would
video.
in terms of yeah. You go. In terms of
in terms of history, it's a great video.
Yeah. And then Late for Christmas, I can't even tell you how many times I've watched it. It's just too good. So I'm gonna have to vote for Late for Christmas as well.
Late for Christmas was pretty awesome. I mean, it sucks we couldn't get Dewalt involved as much, but that was like a 4-day project, probably one of our biggest projects to date.
Yeah,
completed. And it was just awesome, so cool. I was so proud of it, and we had so much fun.
Yeah.
But then sick air track session. It was a pretty mid vid, to be honest. We were just doing some flips on the air track. Yeah. I mean, I can't relate to Jesse's complaints because I wasn't editing, but yeah, and it was really cool that we had like Peter, Daniel, and then Dewalt was there, like Cody, Jesse, me, and you as well. Eventually, Nathan. Like, it was pretty cool to have everyone there. And like, I was thinking, if that video hadn't happened, if we hadn't filmed at that time, like we could have filmed like a couple of hours, like an hour later or whatever. And
that's crazy.
Nathan wouldn't have been with us. So like the chance of it happening, like I'm gonna
God's
call
timing.
it God's timing. Yeah, like bruh, it could have so easily not have happened, which is why, to be honest, I'm gonna have to go sick air track sesh because
fair enough.
You know, like,
that's pretty sick. But sick air track sesh has got like
it's got
nostalgia,
that history.
it's just got the history.
Nice. All right, next
honorable
up.
mention. Honorable mention award.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For Sick Air Track Session, honorable mention. Next up, we got a pretty difficult.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cross the Spider-Verse versus Scuffed Up the Knees. Jesse, I think you should
Oh.
on this, considering this is probably the most you've spent on a video.
I don't know, Scuffed Up the Knees. It just gets referenced all the time, and it's just like so good. Every parkour athlete's worst fear or biggest fear or whatever. Ah, and then Across the Spider-Verse. I mean, I paid like $300 for a Spider-Man suit, and I don't know.
Yeah, I can speak on it. So, Scuffed Up the Knees is like one of my favorite videos because it's like one of the first vlogs I came to.
Yeah.
Which is real cool. And that moment of Misha, of Cody being like, Misha, don't jump that box. Misha doing it anyway, and then just the it's like
I love it.
It was such a great moment.
Yeah.
The whole video was so much fun to film as well.
Yeah.
However, Across the Spider-Verse, what the plan for that was basically just to profit off of Across the Spider-Verse coming out. And Jesse bought the suit for it, and it was like such a cool suit. And that's why I really like that video, is because of like the suit and the whole idea of it and everything is really cool. And I really appreciate that video. And it's really entertaining. But Scuffed Up the Knees is just like a sick moment for Jolt.
I think for Scuffed Up the Knees, I just remember watching that clip of Misha like absolutely pelvising himself like for the first 50 times. The cringe, and then eventually it wore off. But I just think back to those times of just like, oh, that looks so painful. But so yeah, I think Across the Spider-Verse was a good video. We spent a lot of time on it, and it's definitely fun to watch. But I think Scuffed Up the Knees takes it for me.
I think, yeah, what you said about Across the Spider-Verse is pretty valid, like the effort and everything, like the cost. And it had a pretty good storyline, but I think like most of our short film / POVs, the downfall is usually running out of time and just rushing it. So it could have been better. But it was really cool though. And I like that I was able to film a little bit from Christchurch.
Yeah,
and then
true.
Actually. And Scuffed Up the Knees. Yeah, I think Nathan's first vlog, but I don't remember. Like you say the name, and instantly I know what I can remember. Like the one like iconic thing that happened. I just can't remember like much else. I remember Jesse did some pretty cool like tricking stuff off like the planter boxes. But yeah, like honestly, I think that's one of my iconic clips, and I just love it. Like
yeah.
I think I don't know. I guess my ego got ahead of me, and I was like, "No, I could do that."
Just
I mean, you could
have. Like Cody, you walked into that. No, I'm gonna standing box.
Yeah.
And then I just ate it.
Is that the one also with like the wild bushwhacker like bit?
Yes. That's like the other part I remember when you were talking about that video.
Hey, it's a wild wazzer.
Hey, that's one of them wild wazzers. Hey, let's catch it.
I got
those wild wazzers are endangered. Hey, come back here, you wild wazzer.
It's like the funniest I've been in a video, I think. It was that video. Because I couldn't do any parkour, so I just had to like
exactly.
Had to be funny instead.
I remember editing that and just like cracking up because I was just like, oh, that's so funny. It's a wild bushwhacker.
Cool.
Part about Dewalt peeing in the bush.
The fans might be shocked by this decision, but Scuffed Up the Knees does move on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Okay, next up. We've got an interesting matchup here.
Oh, Great Leaf Mountain
versus Don't Worry.
You were injured.
We did. I was injured.
Great Leaf Mountain. First half sucked, not gonna lie. I was just in one of those like mindsets where I just didn't really know what to do, and I didn't really want to do anything. So I was pretty lame.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. But then we went to a different spot, and I was like, Jolt, and I just started trying a whole bunch of stuff, and I started having fun, which I think was pretty cool. I remember did like that like front flip off the table from that line thing, and just messing around on the fences. And then we found the leaf pile, and that was sick. I remember doing like the backflip untucked to my stomach. I love that clip.
Oh yeah.
Misha, you were bald in that video.
I was.
And also Daniel was in it as well at the end, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dewalt and Daniel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Also, it got
so
800 views, which was pretty cool.
So yeah, Great Leaf, half of it was kind of pretty mid, but then the other half was good. But then don't worry, we've got quarry. Well, actually, there's a downside to this because it was so dark and we didn't have good torches. But at least me as a viewer and being there when it was filmed, I know what happened. I don't need to be able to see, and just recapping the memories and the fun we had that night it was so good for me. So I'm gonna have to go with that. Don't worry, we got quarry.
Yeah.
My explanation for this is that my explanation for this is that Don't Worry, We've Got Quarry has kin and Great Leaf Mountain does not. So I vote for Don't Worry.
Yep. All the way.
No,
With the Great Leaf Mountain one, I was injured, so I couldn't do anything. And I was like, I used to get pretty frustrated when other people wouldn't do stuff. So I'm just like, oh, they're not motivated to do anything. And I can't do anything. So it's like, oh, this video is going to fall apart. But then we moved spots. And like Misha said, he was like, yo, actually, this spot's pretty sick. I'm going to do stuff. And he did some pretty sick stuff. And was Cody there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cody did some pretty sick stuff as well. And then I think we went to Burger King afterwards. No, that was a different video. I think that was the Push It to Your Max video. But yeah, I think with the quarry one, there was the beach part at the start. I did a pretty big front flip to over rotate, which was pretty funny. And then I think just watching it is funny, and Ken's comments are just like hilarious. So I think I'm gonna go with that.
I just want to make one point actually. When we talked about Ken before, what you said, Nathan, and you know how Esther commented on the recent video saying Ken's official debut.
Yeah.
But he was actually in the other video, so he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
When he saw that.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Yeah, true.
And I think I explained it in a way like that was just like kind of like a vlog, but this was almost like a movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
it's always the little mini movie or POV that gets them started. Like with Nathan, after that video at Broad Green, I was like, yo, Nathan, you want to join Team Jault? Because I talked to Dewalt about it. And I'm pretty sure I talked to you about it as well, Misha. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yo. And then the rest is history.
Because I remember I knew Nathan obviously, and then I didn't know what you guys were gonna think of him, and then I remember you guys telling me that it was like real funny, and then you wanted him to have him along, and I was like, yes.
All right, next matchup.
Yes, sir.
So,
Parkour tramping trip.
Yeah, so this is an interesting one. I'll speak about it because I wasn't there for the parkour tramping trip. However, watching that video is like, it's such a change of pace to the rest of our videos because it's like in nature, in the rivers, and there's that really cool, I think that was a different video with the big gap. But
it was that one,
yeah, so that was a really cool moment. But also just seeing like the fellowship of like the boys in that video is really special. It's because it's not a parkour video. It's like a bunch of friends going tramping, which I think is really special for our channel because there's not much of that. And World Chase Tag is pretty cool. I really like the idea. It was a lot of fun to actually do it. And then Hamish showing up as well at the end was quite fun.
And Misha's dash.
Yeah, Misha. There's a lot of great stuff in that video. But yeah, I'll cast my vote after I've heard you guys speak.
Tramping trip was for my birthday, which was pretty sick. It was sad that Cody couldn't come along, and that we lost a lot of footage actually from
that was pretty sad.
Evening. But yeah, it was pretty fun. You're right, Nathan. It was a bit of a change up, but it was a pretty cool adventure, and we had fun. And that gap was pretty cool actually, and I think we should go back and do it again, get better footage. Because the angle does not do it justice at all.
Yeah.
And World Chase Tag was when I had COVID and then I wasn't allowed to work, so I got sent home. I came home to Nelson, and then we filmed a video, and it was awesome. Like some of the best. I think that has got to be up there with some of my favorites because I was just having so much fun on that playground. We were doing massive jumps, like man, and then did that massive standing pre. And the dash, like I didn't even think that was possible. We were just messing around. I'm like, maybe I can try stick this, and I was like, no way. And then we just progressed, and we got it, and I was so hyped about that. So pretty iconic. Just coming back, like from being away from you guys for ages, and it was really fun. I'm pretty happy with everything that happened in that. So
yeah.
That's World Chase Tag. Oh, and the Chase Tag, can't forget that. But yeah, that was pretty fun as well. So definitely. That's World Chase Tag takes it for me.
Cool.
As iconic as Tramping Trip was.
For the tramping trip, when I think of this video, I think of the fact that it was the last video before I like injured my knee really bad. So it's like, I don't know. It's not bad. Like I'm not thinking of it as a bad way. It's just when I think of that. And then that jump that we did in it over the rocks, so we got the terrible angle. I remember that being like the most heart racing jump I've ever done. Like it was like so scary.
Yeah.
And then the good times, the hard times, but the bro times. It was good.
Yeah.
And then World Chase Tag, Misha came up. We had fun. Cody joined, which was sick. And then Misha did the dash, and that was sick because it was massive and it looked impossible. And then I dive rolled over that bar, which was pretty, like it was good. Like I think it was the highest dive roll I've done, or like over something. But it wasn't one of my best videos, but I did enjoy it a lot, so I think I'm gonna go for World Chase Tag.
Nice. All right, fair enough. You guys convinced me. World Chase Tag moves on. You boys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. All right, so Secret Agent Walt versus If You Hurt Yourself, It's Good Content. If You Hurt Yourself, It's Good Content is like a funny video, and it's pretty good. There's some cool stuff in there. I think I did some pretty cool front flips and side flips in that video. There's that moment where you front flip off the thingy, and you're like, which angle do you want? And you just say whatever. That's a good moment. Yeah. And there's some funny moments with like Esther and the company in that. But Secret Agent Walt is just iconic, and it's just amazing, and I love it, and it's so good. So yeah, I'll speak on it.
Yeah, I think Secret Agent Walt, there's definitely some good behind the scenes that were never posted. Some pretty hilarious moments in there.
Yeah.
And I think just the fact that it's become what it has, not necessarily on YouTube, but just like in our daily lives. Just the Secret Agent Walt stuff is just hilarious.
Yeah, we just call it Walter now because of it.
Yes. I think it was a great decision and a great video choice to make. And it was like after Cody's birthday party at the skating, and we just went out and just decided to film a random movie and called it Secret Agent Walt, and it's beautiful.
Oh, was it then?
Yeah. And then If You Hurt Yourself, that was good. Good quote from Esther there. And there's some good moments, like you said, with the bar and the front flip. And I think the Mr. Beast type intro sort of thing. I think that video has like multiple intros, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe Secret Agent Walt may have to take it just because of what it's become and what we're turning it into.
What were we talking about? The bar thing?
The when you were like
to that pole.
No. When I was on the pole at the multi school with those spinny things, and you're like, "Yo, which angle do you want?" And I like front flipped before, and I was like,
"Oh, that one."
Whoa! Oh, yeah, that was crazy. Actually, I quite like that. And then the other one, when you were sitting on the ledge and you wanted to jump off that to the sliding pole.
Oh, the slide. Was that video?
Yeah, and your feet slipped and you just nut shotted yourself. That was pretty funny.
That was good.
Oh.
And then I don't remember much else that happened, but I was just recapping over it, and I didn't turn up till like halfway through, and you guys did some flips, but I think it was pretty lame because I didn't really do anything. So that's my opinion. And Secret Agent Walt is pretty iconic, and we had so much fun filming it. I remember Nathan was getting real like serious, and we were all just like laughing and just doing so much stupid stuff. And Nathan was like, "Guys, come on." But yeah, it was super fun. So Secret Agent Walt for me, as well as like, it's just so iconic and what it's become and turning into.
Yeah. And I think the last scene of Secret Agent Walt with Misha is like my favorite part. Like just like the gun thing and just like his smile when it comes up close is just so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Secret Agent Walt moves on. Next up, an interesting matchup. I think this is the second to the last.
Misha surprises.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we got When You're Running Late versus Misha Surprises the Boys. Now,
wait, where do you even find that? I didn't know that was on the channel. Was that private or something?
Nah, it's on the channel.
Oh, it is?
So
yeah, it's beautiful. The thumbnail's perfect.
Where is it?
Thumbnail's real good. So When You're Running Late is a good parkour POV, and I like the way it ends with the car. It's quite funny. But Misha Surprises the Boys. I like kidding you not, when we came up through that elevator, I thought that we had teleported to Christchurch. I was so confused. I was actually, and then the whole thing at the end with like Misha coming up and pushing over Levi and Dewalt like squaring up Misha.
Yeah, that's good.
Like
I wish it was
funniest
brighter. I wish it was
thing.
brighter.
Yeah, and then his
Yeah.
reaction, Dewalt's reaction was so good.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, I think when you're running late, it was fun to film, and there was some good flips and jumps. I did that roof gap off the Māori school roof onto that hill, which was pretty sick. I've done it a couple times since, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with Misha surprises the boys just because it was funny and it was fun to set up.
When you're running late, I think it was a good video. I don't remember, but it was cool that you guys got out and, you know, film some content. But when I surprised the boys, that was so fun because I like planned it all. Took a bus down up to Nelson, sorry. And then I was just like thinking about how I could like surprise each person. And it was pretty good. I just turned up at Jesse's house randomly, and then we got Nathan and Farmers, and then Dewalt in the dark at the playground. Like, man, it was just so much fun. It was kind of scary though, because I was just thinking, like, what if they know it's me? Like, I'm sure they're gonna recognize me or see me in the background. And I'm like,
No one
but
even
it's just,
thought anything.
you know, yeah, exactly. It's pretty. Oh yeah, but it was so fun. It sucks that the end got ruined a little. Well, not ruined, but we didn't get to.
Yeah, that's all right. There's always next
fill
time.
up. Yeah, exactly. But that was pretty fun. I'm so
I'm
happy.
surprised if the boys moves on. I believe we have one more round in this. Yeah, this is the final round.
Ooh.
So Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes versus Team Jault Olympics. I like the Team Jault Olympics. I think it was a great video to film. I think it's a bit long, and I think that it's a bit boring at times. And Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes is might be my favorite to go to the final, to maybe even win the whole thing. There are so many epic moments, and it's like it's an hour each side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a 2-hour movie of us filming the Late for Christmas, of like in the summer, all the boys hanging out, and it is like just solid vibes and great parkour, and it's like what I love about the channel. So that's my choice for this.
I think for the late for Christmas behind the scenes, I think it was really cool how we just got like all the boys except Dewalt for the last parts, which was pretty sad. But I think it was pretty awesome how we got like all the boys to like stick to like the plan like the whole time and just like keep coming out filming and like getting it done and just having fun at the same time. And it was pretty fun. It was a lot of work, and I think it came out really well, their final thing as well. And then the Olympics, yeah, I think it went for a little bit too long. It was definitely one of it definitely took me the longest to edit maybe out of every video, just like for one video. But I think with both the behind the scenes put together, it's probably pretty similar because it's longer even. But I think with the Olympics, I'm excited to do another one. That's for sure. Like I'm excited, like hopefully at some point, maybe even 2 years after. So like at the end of this year, possibly, hopefully, and see like the difference between. So it's a good like starter point to like compare our progress.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of video, I'm gonna have to go with Late for Christmas as well.
Also, something about the behind the scenes that's really cool is the guy from where is it? Czech Republic that talked to us.
Oh yes,
that's one of my favorite moments with Team Jault ever.
Yeah,
you are quite special, small group of people.
Yeah.
It seems to me you are quite intellectual.
Yeah.
You see, and I can go on and on because
Yeah, exactly.
You are behaving, I tell you honestly, a little bit differently than other guys.
Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Of course.
Misha,
that's so cool.
Were you going to talk about that or?
I can. I mean, like that was pretty cool. I mean, I had the thought that me and Jesse have both seen him like once after just randomly in town, which is kind of funny. But did you want to talk about the guy, Nathan? Because I'm going to talk about something else.
Yeah, I'll talk about the guy. So yeah, basically it was just this random guy, him and his who was it? His
son.
him and his son, they were going for a walk, and he just stops by and has a chat for like how long? 10 minutes?
Probably like 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, probably about 10 minutes. And he's just like the most genuine, down to earth, cool dude. And we just got to have this conversation with him in Santa and elf costume.
That's so
he was such like a
so many...
nice dude, and it was just like really, it was really cool getting to talk to him. And I look back on that and be like, damn, I want to be like that guy when I grow up, you know?
Yeah. And we got some good quotes from him as well. He's a legend.
Yeah.
I hope I see him again. I hope we see him again in another Team Jolt video in the future.
Yeah, fingers crossed. All right, Misha.
I'll just give my wee input. Olympics. I think the idea was really good, and it could have been really cool. And I guess, you know, being a pretty big fan of the real Olympics, like, you know, it seems like it could have had a lot of potential, but it just was so long. And you're right, it just wasn't as good as I thought it could have been.
Sure.
We still had fun, and yeah, like Jesse said, I'm excited to see the progress when we do the next one. And late for Christmas, BTS, yeah, it was like 5 days worth of just like footage. Us, you know, there are times when we're like happy, times when we're just like fully just
frustrated.
Yeah, but a lot of fun stuff happened, and it was so cool just seeing people like take pictures of us, take pictures with us. We were on that hill by the Moldy store, everyone shooting as we went past. That was so cool. So I'm gonna have to give it to the BDS.
Nice. Cool. Let's go quick on this one. So let's say we'll do a 1-sentence round. Okay.
Because you kind of already explained it.
Yeah, we've already talked about them. We'll do a 1-sentence round. So say 1 sentence about each, and then which one you chose.
Okay.
So Late for Christmas Part 2. My 1 sentence for this would be absolutely epic and lots of fun. And Quarry Rampage would be very different and very good.
I wasn't there for Part 2, but it was pretty cool, and I love the storyline. But Quarry Rampage has a special place in my heart, so I'm gonna have to go with that.
Fair enough. All right.
It was basically filmed in my backyard with my best friend. So
nice.
With me?
No, not yet. No.
Late for Christmas POV Part 2. We spent a lot of time making that thing. I think the storyline is beautiful, and I think I will watch it many, many a time. Quarry Rampage, it was very fun. I probably won't watch it as much because it's a longer video, but it was fun.
No, Quarry Rampage is the Rampage, Jesse, not the vlog.
I was thinking of the vlog. Oh, this might be harder than I thought. Nah, Late for Christmas. Late for Christmas.
Yeah, nice.
All the way. Late for Christmas. Nice. Quarry Rampage was fun though. I enjoyed it.
Dang.
Oh, hang on.
Sorry, Misha. I think that was a very tough one. They're pretty equal. I think it's just the fact that Late for Christmas was over like 6 days.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not a playground versus Farariki. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're already getting into the hard ones. Okay.
Wait, which one's the playground one?
Where we get the police called on us.
Oh.
All right, go Nathan.
Okay. It's not a playground is one of my favorite videos because of the time that it was filmed and all the stuff that went on and the vibes of that day. But Farariki video is just like absolutely really cool. Really love it. Great video.
So with the sauce.
And I would vote for the Farariki video, even though it's not a playground.
All right.
I am very close to voting for it as well.
Yeah. What playground? Yeah, second time getting police on us. Second
and last.
Second. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. But
I am better at a school cafeteria.
Farariki video was so fun. So fun. I mean, there were its downsides, but it was an amazing video, and we had such a great time. So Farariki all the way.
Both videos, we had the full team there, the full team Jolt there, which was cool. And not many videos have that. So both beautiful in that way.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to go with Waratiki because everyone was active, everyone did some sick stuff, and it was just great vibes the whole road trip, the whole day. It was just epic.
Yeah. All right. Haruki video takes it.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Okay, this is pretty easy for me. Our first video ever. It's really cool for the history, but feels made to be overcome. Is just like goated with the sauce, and I love it. So feels made to be overcome.
Misha.
Oh, yeah, fair. It's my last video before I left. So, and all the stuff that happened was amazing. So definitely
that one. We went all out and fear was made to be overcome. It's a great quote. It's a great video. Overall, it's better than our first video ever.
100%. All right, next up. Slovenia trip all parts versus late for school POV part 1. Does someone else want to take this?
No, you go. Oh.
Okay. So late. Oh yeah, you go, Misha.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
I think Slovenia trip. I just think it was cool, and I just like it. Being on the channel is a recap of my trip. It probably has no other value to a lot of people. I just like the fact that I have it there to watch back on. But Late for School POV is so iconic. The reason that our channel blew up. So yeah, Late for School.
Yeah, I agree pretty much. Slovenia trip is like really cool for what it is for you, Misha. But Late for School POV part 1 is like just a different level of goated in terms of the history of the channel and like just everything. It's so good.
For sure.
Yeah, I think with the Slovenia trip, it was pretty awesome that you got to go, and it was sick to edit, even though it took ages. I had another thing I was gonna say, but I forgot what it was. And then Late for POV or Late for School POV, it got us from like 100 subscribers to like 370 in like less than a week, and it was great vibes. And it's not, even though it's not like the craziest POV, it's just iconic. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go with that.
Solid. All right, we're in agreement there. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Next side.
Wow.
Let's just say Misha's next trip he's gonna win gold.
Okay, everybody. Oh, yeah, baby. Bruh, everybody's got wet shoes versus Late for Christmas part. Oh, what? This is like literally my final 2 right here. This is like my.
That's your fault. That's your
problem.
Listen,
I'll give. Here's my rationality for this. I prefer watching the behind the scenes than I prefer watching the actual video for Late for Christmas, and so for that reason, I would vote for Everybody's Got Wet Shoes.
This is tough.
Late for Christmas was such a good video. It was so cool. It was like, oh man, just so much effort was put into that. But then Everyone's Got Wet Shoes are just funny, good vibes. It's really entertaining. So it's you're looking at like entertainment or like quality parkour and like filmage, kind of thing. And it followed a good storyline. It's the best that we've ever done on a project, I think.
Yeah.
So what are we saying, Misha? It's one
Alicia,
or the other.
You're gonna chuck in an input.
I prefer the Late for Christmas POV, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that.
This is a tough. I think this is probably the toughest one because they're both like top quality videos, and I know that if this was a different pairing, either one could easily overtake another one. So it's like, what to choose?
I think I know.
Just for the bollocks, I'm gonna choose Late for Christmas.
Nice. Misha, what did you vote for?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Late for Christmas as well. I think
fair enough. I'm sad.
I'm sad as well. Everybody's Got Wet Shoes is also one of my favorite videos.
I'm sad to see it go. That was one that I was hoping would make it to the final, but here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, Scuffed Up the Knees. Oh. This is a pretty good matchup here. I'd say these are pretty evenly matched in terms of quality. I'll say about this, Scuffed Up the Knees, I really like the time that it was filmed and like when it was filmed for me in the history of Team Jolt. But don't worry, We've Got Quarry is just like a cooler video because we explore the power lines, we climb up all of like the gravel and all the dirt at the quarry, and I just enjoyed it more than Scuffed Up the Knees, even though that is a great video.
Fair enough. I think Misha.
For me, Scuffed Up the Knees, the whole video, the only thing that I remember, the only thing that stands out is when I scuffed up my knees. Like nothing else to the video is particularly amazing for me. So I was just like, that one clip is kind of it for me. But then don't worry, We've Got Quarry. Like the quality, I think I have to disagree with you. The Nathan is pretty average. But it was a real cool video. We had a lot of fun. Yes, I think I'm gonna have to give it because the general whole video was a lot better than just a one clip, even though it was an iconic clip. So it's the quarry for me.
With the quarry, I think, yeah, like Misha said, it's just more memorable. Like the scuffed up the knees, there's that one clip that you just instantly think of, and it's just like a great clip. But with Don't Worry, We've Got Quarry. First of all, it's a great quote. It was cool to hang out with Ken because Ken is just hilarious, and the sneaky jokes he puts in everywhere is hilarious. So I think Don't Worry, We've Got Quarry takes it. Even though it was dark, it was a great time, and it's still a great video, and it took ages to edit.
So, Jesse, your vote is for?
Don't Worry, We've Got Quarry.
And Misha, your vote was for?
Quarry.
Nice. So Quarry moves on.
What did you vote for?
I'm sad to see Scuffed Up the Knees. Okay.
You voted for Scuffed Up the Knees?
No, I voted for Don't Worry, We've Got Quarry.
Oh, yeah. Although if it was paired with the Rampage video, I think I would have chosen the Rampage video.
Yeah.
Definitely, me too.
Same. Okay. World Chase Tag, Secret Agent Jault. World Chase Tag. I look back on that video and I'm like, we could have done it way better. Secret Agent Jault, I look at it and I'm like, this is like the start of something amazing. And that's why I like it. So I choose Secret Agent Jault.
Hold on.
Go, Misha. Tell us your thoughts.
I understand what you're saying about the World Chase Tag could have been better, but when you say the World Chase Tag video, I don't even think about World Chase Tag. I'm just thinking about the mad jumps that I did and like the scenes. That's all that I think about, and I'm hyped. I did massive dash, massive standing pre, just so many super fun jumps, and like that is what I remember the video for. So for me, it is one of my favorite because that's probably the most I've done in a video and the most fun I've had, the most challenges I've done, and it was just one of my favorites. So I'm gonna have to go with. But I know Secret Agent Jault's pretty like iconic and it's the start of something big, but I think I'm gonna have to go with World Chase Tag.
No, that's fair.
Man, I don't know. I love World Chase Tag, and I love that Misha was there and that he had a great time and that we all had a great time. And that there was some pretty sick stuff in that dash. I want to see some other dashes from Mr. Boys over here, but I don't know. I think Secret Agent Jault was one of our best ideas yet, and I think I'm just gonna have to go with Mr. Walter, just for this one.
So
sorry, Misha.
By majority, Secret Agent Jault takes it. Sorry, Misha. I do like World Chase Tag. There are some great moments in there.
I think, can I make one last point?
Yeah.
This is actually for Secret Agent Jault, though. I think, like, didn't you guys just want to, like, it started off as, like, this random, like, small idea. So I think it's quite cool to see how it's grown.
Yeah.
And, you know, just from something random that you guys wanted to do. So that is pretty cool.
Okay. Does somebody else want to start?
Yeah, I'll start.
Right.
Misha surprises the boys, even though it's a great wholesome video with some hilarious parts and some genuine moments with a nice hug from Misha and Nathan over there. And Dewalt, like when he found out about Misha, it was just really funny and really cool to watch. But Late for Christmas, behind the scenes, I mean, it can't beat it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for that. Late for Christmas, BTS.
I mean, I already said Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes is like my pick to like pretty much win. So that's all I gotta say.
Right,
good, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that video, me surprising the boys, was pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and I actually forgotten about it, so I would really love to watch that back sometime. I think it's pretty heartfelt video.
Yeah.
But you're right, the behind the scenes, like 2 hours of just like footage. It was
1 hour.
You know,
yeah,
isn't it 2 though?
Nah,
just
two half an hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Late for Christmas all the way.
This takes it. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So we're up to our final 8.
No!
Yep. Here we go.
Oh.
So Late for Christmas Part 2, aka I'm gonna rename this. Hang on.
2023.
Yeah. Late for Christmas 2023 versus Fadariki. So, I don't know actually. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, go Misha.
Okay. I'm gonna start with Whaririki. So we went there like with the goal of filming content for Secret Agent Jault, like this, and we put so much. Like honestly, the time from when the idea started to now, like so much planning went in. I remember me and Nathan, I don't know, just like writing up scripts. Nathan just like so much planning went into it and so much effort, and then we got there, like put our heart into like filming that content, and the fact that it's still not done, and the fact that Nathan's going to move away and there's no way we can finish it now, it's going to be like who knows how long. The project could be like another year in the making, which is what I think is so cool. So much time and effort and planning into the project. Yeah, I know it sucks, but it's like, so I guess I'm looking beyond Whaririki because I'm thinking about what Secret Agent Walt's going to be like, because it's like, and whereas behind the scenes, I know I wasn't there, but it's also, 5 days to like, I think just the effort and time put in to Secret Agent Walt, which is not really Whaririki, but it's going to come out from that as a lot greater.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So what are you saying?
Whaririki.
Nice. Good choice. I'm gonna vote for it's so difficult to choose. I'm gonna vote for the Whaririki video purely because of the fact that Late for Christmas was really cool because it was different in the sense that we were all sort of doing individual things. We did Jesse's bit, then we did my bit, then we did a bit together. And it was really cool and really different. And I really loved filming that video. But Whaririki, I just love being together as a group. And that whole trip was super fun. And that whole video, I could just like watch it endless times. So that's my vote.
Yeah. I think even though it doesn't really matter what I vote, I think the Whaririki is just like genuine group vibes.
Yeah.
Just like us mucking around, doing random stuff. And then Late for Christmas, as much as I love it, and it's like definitely in my top like 3 videos, I'd say. I guess I'll just go with Whaririki as well.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh.
We hate to see it go. Late for Christmas 2023 is such a great video. It's like I love it. But we have to make.
And I'm gonna say I do like it more than the first one. Actually, I don't know if I can say that because just the fact that we had like the whole group in the first one was pretty sick.
Yeah.
So I actually don't know mine.
Oh wait, are we gonna have a showdown? Possibly a potential showdown of the 1 and 2.
We might. It depends.
Okay, maybe I'll bring up my point now. I think the first one, it feels like it all came together. It may have been a bit rushed, but it definitely, like I said before, it's the most effort and I think the most quality we've had from a film. And then comparing that to last year's Late for Christmas, which was really good and implemented a lot of new stuff. I think it still had a lot of areas that it could be like improved on. But it was really good for what it was. So it could, with some work, like produce something even greater than the first one.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm thinking.
Solid.
I'm just thinking with the first one, I think the thing I think maybe it could have done with less POV shots. I feel like the POVs went on for a bit too long. That's my only thing about the first one.
Yeah. All right. So next, Fear Was Made to Be Overcome versus Late for School POV Part 1. Who wants to go first?
Boy.
Should I go first?
Misha, do you want to go?
Okay,
I'll leave it. I'll wait.
This is kind of like Misha's video versus Jesse's video, low key.
Yeah, man.
So I feel like I should go last to be the tiebreaker.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna talk about the video I'm leaning more towards. Fear Was Made to Be Overcome. Yeah, final video before I was moving away from Team Jolt. Yeah, and like GC said before, everyone just kind of put in everything, right? Like everyone had challenges they did. We all sent stuff. Jesse with a super big arm jump, me with that sketchy gap, Nathan flipping off the table after. What did you do? You fractured your toe last time.
Yeah.
My toe, yeah.
So, yeah, he had like that fear factor, which was really cool. And then Cody did some like epic side flip drops.
Oh yeah, he did the side flip off the thing at the end.
Yeah. So I think, and I know it was my last video, but I also think the effort put in from everyone and the things that happened were really cool. And it's not like, oh, someone did something awesome. It all it's because of that fear factor behind everything. It was the build up and just how much effort everyone put in is what kind of sells it for me, I think.
Nice. All right.
It just loops back to that, like the Team Jault thing. Everyone was there giving it their all apart from Dewalt. Whereas it sucks that the late for school was just Jesse. But it is really cool that it did blow up and get so much views.
Alrighty, well, I think in terms of which video I actually like more, I'm gonna have to go with Fear Was Made to Be Overcome, because the POV, it blew up and it's iconic, but like I feel like it's not as good as the Late for Christmas POVs. It's pretty standard and POV type thing. It's just the fact that it blew up and it's fun to film, but when I think of Fear Was Made to Be Overcome, it's definitely up there. So I'm gonna go with that.
Cool. I was gonna vote for Late for School POV Part 1 because when I think of a video that makes me like excited and a video that makes me feel like really cool, I think about Late for School POV Part 1 just because of like the vibes that it brings. But Fear Was Made to Be Overcome is really good and I really like it. So I'm really happy with it. Moving on.
Woo! Sweet.
Yippee! All right.
Next up.
Damn, son, we're coming up to the end.
Oh no!
Oh, well, this is easy. This is an easy one.
Yeah, Late for Christmas 2022. I think it was a big step up from 2021's Christmas video, and we put a lot of effort in, 5 days worth of filming. Everyone was there. We had a lot of fun. It produced some great content, so I'm gonna have to go with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Late for Christmas 2022 as well.
Yeah.
I think it's just better.
I think it sweeps here. I think Don't Worry We've Got Corey has no competition against Late for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a good video. And I like the vibes of Don't Worry We've Got Corey, but it just like Late for Christmas 2022 is an absolute beast. So oh no! Oh bruh. Yeah. Well, you guys know what I'm voting for.
So basically what we're eyeing up here is the start of something, a small idea, which is the start of something pretty big for the future of Team Jault, and then just a real all-round awesome vibes, good kind of video, an hour of content. So it's like, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Late for Christmas, I think, because I think as cool as Secret Agent Walt was, and how we got some big stuff coming from it, I think it's just another video, to be honest, sometimes, whereas Late for Christmas is just the good vibes and you really see the friendships coming through.
Oh well, alrighty. I think with Secret Agent Walt, yeah, like you said, and like we said, it's the start of something big, and it is a good video. But when I think about that video, I know it could have been better, and I know we're making it better. So like, I don't think it overtakes the Late for Christmas behind the scenes. So not this one anyway. Maybe a future Secret Agent Walt will, but
yeah.
For now, I'm going with Late for Christmas BTS.
That's a great point. Secret Agent Walt will be better. Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes does not need to be any better because it's already perfect. All right.
There we go.
We're down to our final four.
Final four.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so let's do this. Parkour video versus Fear Was Made to Be Overcome. My vote is Parkour video because it's the same people, same kind of vibes, if not better vibes, but just better content, I think. There's some really cool stuff in Fear Was Made to Be Overcome, but the Parkour video is just like a behemoth of great content that I love to watch. And it just reminds me of a great time. So that's my vote.
I think Parkour was pretty cool, and I know I've talked pretty positively about it, but now that I have something else that I quite like battling against it, it was just as cool as it was. Like the day itself was pretty kind of intense. All the stuff that kind of happened. But the video was good. It was just a lot of it was just filming content as well. It was, I don't know. I guess I'm more leaning towards Fear Was Made to Be Overcome.
Fair enough.
I think, like I said before, has a special place in my heart. my last video, and everyone just kind of gave it their all. So I'm pretty happy with that.
I love both these videos. I don't know what to do.
Farariki was like,
follow your heart, Jesse. Don't think about it. Just vote for one.
Oh,
just vote for
it
one.
was meant to be overcome.
Wow. Damn.
What?
Damn. That's crazy. That's cracked, bro. All right.
Oh.
Well, that's the final. Let's head on over. Yeah, look at this. Look at this matchup right here. So funny.
Ooh.
I'm so sad about the Fariki video not making it.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, got beat by Fuels made to be overcome.
No.
Alicia's mad about it too. Okay.
Should have voted, Alicia.
This is a pretty funny matchup. I guess I'll go because everyone already knows what I'm going to vote for. Late for Christmas 2022. I really enjoy it, really love it. But the behind the scenes, I already said before, I would prefer to watch the behind the scenes than the actual video. Even though the behind the scenes is quite long, I just love it. And I would watch it over and over again when I feel down or if I feel sad. I'll just watch that video, those videos.
Right. I've definitely watched the full move, like the movie part of it, more than the behind the scenes, which makes sense because it's short. But I don't know. I feel like the behind the scenes has all that the movie has and more, which is kind of what behind the scenes is. So it's like, I don't know. It still has like the salty bollocks. It still has the Isla screaming at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that was iconic.
I don't know, because I don't really want the behind the scenes to be our best video. Like when I think of best video, it doesn't come to mind, but it is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a valid thing to take into consideration.
I think I'm just gonna say top one, Late for Christmas, the movie.
Oh, please, Misha, please.
Oh,
please.
I'm voting for the behind the scenes.
Please, Misha.
We should have made this anonymous.
Oh.
Wait.
True.
Okay. Jesse had two very valid points. First one being, and this is what I was thinking as well, actually, that the behind the scenes has what the movie has and more. But there's also I haven't rewatched the behind the scenes, but I've watched the Christmas video and I show people the Christmas video. I don't say, hey, watch an hour long. And I guess that's something else to consider. Viewers are gonna watch the POV and not the behind the scenes. So it's like that's gonna be a lot more popular for viewers. But then the other point was, I don't actually know. What was your other point, Jesse? Oh yeah, about how I would rather have a short film / POV as our best video rather than an hour long of footage, which I think is a very valid point. But it still leaves me kind of hanging.
Think about the man from the Czech Republic, Misha. Think about him. Think about the tea monologue that I did in that video. Think about the summer vibes. Think about the time when we went into your house and we filmed all the stuff in your house.
Everyone was there. That's about.
Think about the 5 days that it took to film us. That it took to film it.
But you can see the condensed. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, even though if you call the behind the scenes our best video, it does not mean that people have to watch it. Like, it's not really going to make a difference.
I'm not saying I'm saying it's my favorite. I think it encapsulates what Team Jault is as a video. I think that's what Team Jault is that video.
I like it.
Hey, you vote, Misha. You be the tiebreaker for me.
Do what I did, Misha. Just don't even choose. Just don't even think. Just choose one.
Break my heart.
Break his heart.
Hey, you gotta ask me which one I want to. You gotta give me the options, and then I'll just.
Okay, Misha. Your decisions are Late for Christmas 2022 versus the Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes. Which one are you choosing?
Behind the scenes.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not mad.
I told you.
Nathan had a very valid point there. Just how, it's just Team Jault, really, in a nutshell.
I forgot about the old man.
Yeah.
And the old man, yeah.
The Czech guy.
Okay, for the championship leadership title, Here we go. All right. So I think everyone knows what I'm going to vote for. Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes encapsulates everything that I love about this channel and about
Whoa. Isn't Jesse supposed to start?
Why?
Oh wait, no, because he'd be the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, is that right?
I don't know. You don't actually know. You don't know what I'm leaning towards. So
Exactly.
Yeah. Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes encapsulates everything that I love about Team Jolt and about the channel. The vibes are off the charts. The parkour is off the charts. Everything is off the charts, and I love it. And Fear was made to be overcome. I won't be upset if it wins, but also I'll be upset if Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes loses. So that's what I'll say.
Well, Fear was made to be overcome. Does not have Dewalt in it. Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes briefly has Dewalt in it.
Yeah.
Valid.
So what we're saying is Dewalt's videos are bad. I don't know. I feel like with Late for Christmas, yeah, we were like going out as a group and like working together, coming up with things, planning things out, and just like, yeah, we spent lots of days filming. And then Fear was made to be overcome was like, we went out planning what we were going to do, or like hard stuff we wanted to do to push ourselves to do that day. And then we went out and did it. And then the flow of that video was really nice, but the flow of the other video is good as well. But yeah, I don't know. Misha, what are you saying?
I might need a bit of more time to think of like some reasoning, but I do think that they're both bangers, and I'm not going to be too upset. I don't think. I mean, I don't think it matters which one wins or loses, because first and second is pretty good for both videos. I don't know, Nathan. Do you have any more thoughts? Like
about what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
My thoughts are that I know which one is the winner for me. I always, deep down in my heart, I've known.
Deep down, he's always known.
Always
from
known.
the moment he watched it, he knew.
I knew
it would stand as best Team Jolt video.
He's been planning this ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, Alicia, what are we saying? 2022 or 2023?
I'm allowed to be biased here. You can't consider Nathan in this. But what are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
I do think Fear was made to be overcome was pretty good.
I think it's better than the behind the scenes for Late Christmas.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's just say I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I thought she was, man, okay. That makes it interesting.
Because Late for Christmas is too long. The behind the scenes is too long. Fear was made to be overcome is this short one.
Yeah, like a 20-minute something.
But I mean, that also plays into it. You guys got your decisions?
No.
Yep, got my decision.
Yeah.
So should we say on 3?
Yeah, okay.
Jesse, do you want to count us down?
I feel like Alicia should, because she's the one not saying anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Count us down from 3.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, hold on. One second.
What?
I just forgot what I was saying, but it's okay now. Go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Late for Christmas.
It was made to be overcome.
Oh, wait. So Jesse, you voted for Late for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what the funny part was? When I said I had a decision, I was gonna say Fear was made to be overcome, but I changed like last second.
Jeez.
I just literally I thought of Mr. Check and I changed.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Dang, bro. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, that's so good.
But I love them all so dearly. I love all our videos.
That's the main point of this video, guys, is that all of our videos are amazing and you should watch all of them.
That's how much we struggled because they're all so equal.
Yeah.
Team Jolt Marathon.
Yeah. So yeah, Late for Christmas 2022 behind the scenes is our first ever winner of the Team Jolt video brackets. It is officially our greatest video that we have released out of this lot of 64. And I couldn't be happy because, to be honest, I always knew that this was going to happen because it's just goated. It's such a great video. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope this wasn't too much of a long one. Hopefully we could edit it down a bit.
5 minutes.
Yeah, down to 5 minutes.
Right.
Hopefully.
It'll be like 3 words summarizing each video.
Yeah, but if we left out any videos that you guys love, make sure to comment them down below, and we'll do a part 2 if there's enough videos, which there are enough videos to do a part 2. But if there are enough that we missed, comment them down below. Comment which one you want to see next. And comment if you were happy.
Part 2 worst video.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
What?
We basically, okay, no one interrupt me while I'm saying this. We can basically, so we did videos, but we can pull out like worst fail, best move, scariest scene, and all that kind of stuff.
That's actually a great idea, and just have the moments, and then we can like watch.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like one,
yes.
the one move.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
We'd probably need to recap the videos a bit before we did it, but I reckon that'd be pretty good. And maybe like once a month we just do this because we won't be able to all get together and film as much. So we could make some like. There's a lot of different categories we could come up with, and yeah.
But yeah,
nice.
You guys are sad that your favorite video lost the bracket. Comment it down below. Comment which one you think should have won. And other than that, we'll see you very, very soon with some more banging content. Jesse's
sir.
Fire stuff. So
yeah, buddy.
Subscribe.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, and Jesus loves you.
Bye.
Wait, we're not actually hanging up though, right?
No.
Yeah, we're done. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore.